Hello my boys, good morning. So in this video we're gonna do some Uber bosses using Shrapnel Ballista. And let's do some hard bosses. Rework the invitations, now we just need to apply these special fragments here at the bottom. And we're gonna do all of them. We don't need to do regular bosses because Shrapnel Ballista destroys the regular bosses. They also can do all the normal bosses here very easy. You don't even need a mage block, you use the regular belt from the build guide. Yeah, you use a synthesized belt with strength. And you can do all the regular bosses with eyes closed, because this is a very strong build. I explained yesterday for the Mage Blood setup because we are farming tier 17 maps and they are hard. So you need a Mage Blood setup for tier 17. Some of these Uber mod bosses you can do them with a simple synthesized belt like this. I think we will do this at the end. Some bosses, not all, some of them. And I also explained that for single target DPS, if you buy an Awakened Aura Nova level 5, it's better than returning projectiles. Okay, so this is great for clear speed if you want to clear your maps very fast, but if you want to do single bosses like these Uber mod bosses here, you can switch to Aura Nova here, Awakened. And do a simple switch, you know, it's very easy. You put it here and you switch. Mwah! Perfection. Okay, my boys, let's start from the right to the left. Now I need to tell you that I won't do serious fragments here, because we have a slight problem. Look here. You know, this is Chaos Resistance. If all viewers know that Chaos Resistance on this build is not a problem, I always do all the content in game with minus Chaos Resistance, but it's actually pretty easy to get Chaos Resistance on this build. Because you can put it on the rings, you can put on the quiver, you can put on the belt if you want. There's also Watcher's Eyes with modifier up to 50% Chaos Resistance while affected by Purity of Elements, which by the way we have. So it's not a problem. If you really want, you can take it easy. Okay, enough talking my boys, let's start with Uber Cortex. I have here my coffee, but it's steaming hot. I can't drink it because it's too hot. It's burning my tongue, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here and we start with the Uber Cortex. Should be very easy. This boss, it's one of the easiest Ubers. Yeah, just in case you don't know. We put it and we hit it. Yeah, and one more thing that, but I'm lazy, you know, I don't care. So here, each of these bosses do a specific element. For example, for the Cortex, they do a lot of lighting damage. That's why we need the Topaz Flask. The Sapphire and the Ruby Flask are not needed. So you can change it to damage flask, but we do already shit ton of damage, so I don't care. I will keep this setup here for all the bosses, so I don't have to swap my flasks. I am not a fan of swapping things. Okay, I'm gonna rush the boss, because we're interested in the boss. Just in case, I have my left hand near the life flask. Because these Cortex maps can have strange modifiers from time to time. You never know what you get. Some of them reduce damage. But I'll be fine, I don't care. Okay, this area master level 85. This means it's Uber. Yeah. This is a very strong build, you know, if you don't have a mage block, no problem. You can equip the standard belt from the guide, and you can still do Uber Cortex because it's easy. After I do the bosses with this setup, I'll do with the normal belt. Look at the damage. No problem. Let me read the modifiers from the map. Ah, look, here is the problem. Monsters take 70% less damage. And they have Chaos Resistance. So I'm a Chaos based build. But monsters have more Chaos Resistance. But I'm still shredding them. Usually I was killing them under 2 seconds. Uber mode. But because they have here Master Chaos Resistance, they die harder. Yeah, that was the problem. But even with those extra resistances, I'm still killing them pretty easy. And look at my life, always 100%. Man, I'm telling you, it's really strong. We're gonna do all the bosses, so you see it better. Cortex is a special map that can have special map modifiers. Oi! Okay, let's see the loot and we do the next boss. In this reward, in Necropolis League, they added new uniques that can drop. Man, I don't like this. Oh. Man, this is shit. I want to price check just this. No. I want to put a Valor, maybe we get lucky. No. Okay, my boys, let's do the next one. Again, they added new uniques. I think the price checker will show them. For example, here, you see them here, Ravenous Passion. Okay. This is for the Eater of Worlds, I think. Yeah. Okay, Eater of Worlds, new bar mode. We do it. These fragments are pretty expensive. I think it's are like 7 divines. 6 or 7 divines. Because of the Nimis ring and the other loot that you can get here. Here you will move a lot. And you keep resummoning your totems. No, no, no! I think he's dead. Whoa! Man, I was lucky. Man, I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, but I was really lucky. You know, this ring is very rare to get, and it's very expensive also. Man, oh, he has got rolls also. Man, I was so lucky. Okay, yeah. This is the most expensive drop that can drop in this event, and I got it. Okay, let's move on. You know, this will not happen. I'm telling you. You can run 20 of this boss, and you will not drop enemies. I was very lucky. This is a sign that this is a good build, also. You know, let's do the next one. Yeah. Okay, so you get them when you least expect it. You know. So I was not farming Nimis, but I was getting. If I was to farm Nimis, I will not get it. Yeah. Put it here. This is for Uber. This is Uber Elder. We're gonna do it. Just notice my life bar because it's important to keep in account the defenses. So this has great damage, but also great defenses. But you also need some game experience to know the fight mechanics. I suggest you start by doing this boss in the normal version, if you're new. No. You can take a Progenesis. Usually I do Uber bosses like this. I also use a Progenesis. But it's optional, you know. Here I'm doing them without the Progenesis. But you need to know how to dodge all this shit. And you'll be fine. Look, I'm dodging them. You need to be focused here. And you need to move in circles a lot. The reason for this is because the elder guy shoots a lot of spikes. And if you move a lot, you won't be hit. That's the idea, in circles. Yeah, so for these bosses, here in Uber Elder, they do a lot of cold damage. You can drop a Topaz Flask, for example, and you take a Progenesis. And you'll be extra safe with Progenesis. I don't have Life Flask. I need to be careful. I did these fights a lot of times, man. So before the YouTube channel, I was doing boss carry services on TFT Discord for hard challenges and Uber bosses. So I played a lot. I know the mechanics. That's why I died now. No problem. We still have 6 portals. Don't worry, boys. To make it easy, just buy a Progenesis if you're new. And for example, here they do cold damage. You put Progenesis instead of this flask. And you put when you take a savage hit and you'll be fine. Okay. Dead. Now let's see if we get the Watcher's Eyes with free modifiers or other good stuff. So for this boss fight, I recommend Progenesis. It's strong. Yeah. Man, this is the first time I get this. And actually it's pretty cheap, so this was wasted money. But I don't complain because I got that ring there. Let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. Mage Blood is also cheaper this league. Very cheap. Also Headhunter, so don't worry. Here because... let's check. Nah. Shit. Let's go here to Fragments. This is for Uber Maven. This is an expensive invite. As you can see, 1.7 divines. So if we have 5 pieces, additionally 1.7, 8.5, close to 9 divine orbs. So you need to be careful here. Okay. My coffee is not hot anymore, I can drink it. But I need to be focused. Okay. Here you need to know the boss mechanics very well. So if you're a new Path of Exile player, don't do it. Or do it in normal versions until you're good with the fight. Because if you don't know the mechanics, you're fucked up. Look how fast dies. Dead. And I'm having 100% spell suppression, I'm having dodge, a lot of defenses, man. That's why I say people stick with my version, because it's better. You know, I played this for 3 years, so I know the changes. And how to adapt it further. Oh. Yeah. So these balls, you should always stick them in the middle, because in Uber mode, they remain forever. But most of my viewers know this already. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oi. The last phase can be a little tricky for a lot of players, but we will be fine. Also, don't forget that you have 6 portals, but you need to stay focused. Try to not get hit by these lasers, because we're using life tap, our life will go to 0 very fast, to 1, which will suck. Yeah, yeah. Man, this was easy. This was easy. Oh, so I lost 9 diviners, you know. This is the most common drop, so this is the unluckiest of all. But again, I don't complain. Let's do the next one. Okay, my boy, so this build I promise can do all the Uber bosses except this bitch because it's a chaos boss. Does a lot of chaos damage. Let's do this one. This is for the Searing Exart in Uber mode. Here I like to do a trick for the ball phase. Maybe I can do it in this video. Okay. I like to put with totems like this, to make a wall out of the totems, to defend me. And I stay in the middle. Works most of the times. You need to be careful. He spawns a lot of balls. This is the annoying part. Look again. This is annoying for a lot of people. So you try to make a war like this, which will not be perfect, but a lot of times you will survive. Okay, I got hit. I need to be careful. Good. Shit loot. Here you're looking for the rolls if they are close to perfect, which are. It can still sell. So this is 61. I can sell it, you know, if I link it. Yeah, it's not bad. This I can 6 link it and sell it. It's okay. Okay, let's do the next one. What we have here? Oh, this is very easy. This is the Elder in Uber mode. These fragments are also very cheap. Yeah, we'll do it. You know what? What we can do here, because you're using a Mage Blot and the Elder, it's a long fight. You need to move very fast, you know. We go here to the flask. Here. And you want a movement speed flask. Quicksilver flask. We're gonna roll one now. Why not? For the video. You don't need to have perfect. If you're... you can buy one perfect later, but I'm gonna run one fast just for this video. You want with increased effect. Ideally you want a secondary explicit with good, but for this video no, it's okay. I'm gonna just put some effect, increased effect, and I'm gonna replace something here. Let me check my resistances. Yeah, this will do it. So I'll put it here. This is that I move faster. You can also use Progenesis as explained, but no need for me for Progenesis because I know how to dodge things. We do it. This is a very strong build. It's also very fun to play. Yeah, I love it.
Turn back, trespasser. Cease this battle.
And just in case some of you don't have the currency to buy a Mage Blood, because this build can be done in under 60 Divine Orbs, I will do Uber Shaper and Uber Cortex with the standard build. So without a Mage Blood. Yeah, we're gonna do that, why not? In my opinion, Uber Shaper and Uber Cortex are very easy fights. Yeah, people got scared on Shaper because they see a lot of beans, but actually the fight is very easy. After you run multiple times, you get used to it. Okay, let's go.
This is your final warning. You forced my hand.
So here basically you need to run at all times in circles with this build.
Side chaos.
You put the totems next to the boss and you run in circles. Your totems will die a lot of times during his balls, but you resummon them. Look. Oi! In Uber mode, he does his slam very fast. So you need to have... when he does his balls, you go at the bottom here. So you can see them. You see, you go here at the bottom.
Insignificant.
This is the problem with the slam. A lot of new players don't have time to react and they die to one shot. The slam will one shot you most of the times. You need particular builds that can take the slam. Okay. You see, that's why I took the Quicksilver Flask for this phase here, so I move very fast. I have a playlist on Uber bosses which I explain which flask for each what boss, yeah. And I do the Uber bosses without the Mage Blood, by the way, in the playlist. With Mage Blood it's easier.
Behold the face of your unleashed.
Okay, my boys.
Let me help you.
The horde must be stopped. Obstacles destroyed.
This is the slam. You need to have quick reaction. Now here you go at the bottom. And you need to dodge all these purple balls if possible. If you have a Progenesis, it will be easy. Yeah, this is the dodge. This is the slam. Oh!
He's trying to recover. Hurry! Let's find a way back.
Okay, I think after this boss we have Sirius. You know, you can do Sirius even with negative Chaos resistance, but it's a pain. Trust me, it's a pain. You will lose portals and I don't want to do it. I tell everyone, because we have negative Chaos resistance here, just try to skip Sirius, you know. As a matter of fact, a lot of people farm it already, so don't worry, you don't lose anything. I'm gonna do after this, swap to this belt and we do
Pray to you, Father.
Uber bosses without Mage Blood. You need more game experience, more awareness, and the Progenesis Flask if it's possible, but I'll do it without it. Okay, we go at the bottom so we can see the balls. Hey! Hey! Yes, let's see what we have here. I like to identify the rares also. Some of them can be very expensive, especially amulets. Okay, we price check this beauty. Horrible with Vile Orb. And now we price check again with the corruption. Yeah, I will keep it, why not? This you get guaranteed, all good. Let's go back in my hideout and now I'm gonna adapt the build a little. So we will do it on a budget. Because when I say budget, a lot of people cannot afford the Mage Blood. Even with these current prices, Mage Blood is 80 Divine Orbs, but for some players, for some reason, they cannot afford it. Yeah. For some reason, they can't afford it, that's the reason. Okay, my boys, let's check the fragments here. We did all the bosses, we skipped Sirius, as I said. Let's equip this bad boy here. Now we need to check our resistances and swap our flask, which is a pain in itself. Oh... I need to think on the flask. And this sucks. Okay, I'm gonna take this one for critical strikes. Take this one. Since I swapped to Mage Blood, I don't have my flasks. I need to roll them. Why not we take this? Let me think. We put this here. Put this here. You put this here. And now we need to swap on resistance flask. For example, if I do Cortex now, I want to take here a Topaz flask. And for the purpose of the video, so I make things easier for you, I will roll a flask now with you. So I'm gonna take a Topaz flask. Already I have it. And just make sure it has increased effect, the explicit, and you put when you take a savage hit. That's all that you need to do. And apply quality so it lasts longer. Already have prepared, because in Cortex they do a lot of lighting damage. That's all that you need to do. Now you need to check your resistances if you're good, and I'm good. And my spell suppression if it's kept, because I was capping it with that flask. I did some changes here. So let me think what we... You can do this. Yeah, you know, I don't want to change my trio. I'm gonna take that this spell suppression is lucky. So it will roll 2 times and we'll pick the best outcome. So I will take this chance to suppress spell damage is lucky, because I don't want to destroy my skill tree. Here it's calculated for a Mage Blood setup. And my boys, let's take Cortex first. Here you want when you take a savage hit, so it triggers when you most need it. Go to fragments, we take 5 fragments. I want to show that this is a strong build, you don't need a Mage Blood. For some Uber bosses. Okay, when we gonna do it? This is Cortex in Uber mode. Just try not to get hit too many times. Yeah. Again, this is a tricky map because it can roll some special modifiers. Some of them can make the monsters very tanky, you know, they die very hard. Depends what we get. But even with tanky monsters, this build will shred everything. Let's do the boss. Area monster level 85, you see? And this looks easy, man. Let's see. Look how fast he dies. Yeah. You know, I'm doing these bosses without Mage Blood, just to show people that you don't need to pay that much with this build to do Uber bosses, yeah? So I can do all the bosses without a Mage Blood. Uber mode I'm speaking, because the normal versions are too easy. Yeah. Just practice, you know, you practice the mechanics and then you try to do in Uber mode.
This one is my own creation. How plenty more where that came from. Face your destiny.
Yeah. There are also some advantages for not using a Mage Blood. For example, you get more strength from the synthesized belt, so you have more totems. I have 20, not 19. Actually, having a synthesized belt like this, which is much more cheaper than a Mage Blood, it's better. It's actually better than a Mage Blood. Oh, not this shit again, man. Oh, this is a shit. No. Yeah, let's go out. This is a shit loot reward. Now let's do Shaper, because Shaper is also an easy boss. People say that it's very hard. No, it's not hard. You just need to roll your flask. This is the Shaper. We take the fragments out. 5. Now we need to roll a flask. I think I need to roll it here because I don't have one. So you start with a Sapphire flask. Yeah, I don't have one roll. You'll take it out and we roll it now with you. It's very easy. Or you can roll it perfectly or buy it from the website, depends. What I'm gonna do here, I apply until I see 25 increased effect. Here we have it. I don't like the second one because it reduces my duration even more. So I will try to put on like this. Oh my! We keep rolling. Okay, this one will have to do it. Yeah, usually you look for the other modifier that gives something useful. But because I want to make this video shorter, this will have to do it. You apply some quality always, so it lasts more seconds. Then you go to the crafting bench and you put when you take a savage hit. When you take a savage hit. Wait, I'm blind. Okay, you put it like this, and you replace it, because as explained, the Shaper does a lot of cold damage. So you need this flask, it's mandatory. For normal Shaper, you know, if you want to do the normal Shaper fight, which uses these fragments, it's easy. You don't need this flask. It's very easy. But in Uber mode, you need this flask.
I see you, little man. You don't belong here. Run along.
I must have time to gather my will.
In case you don't know, you can see if it's Uber or not. You look at the monster area level at the top right corner. When I press the minimap, you see monster level 85. This means that this is a Uber mode Shaper.
You tamper with things you do not understand. Your recklessness will not go unpunished.
This boss will last few seconds because it has multiple phases, but no problem. Okay, now let's do the boss.
Your final war. You force my hand again.
So actually you have positives, you have one more totem here and you do more damage because we're a strength stacker. But you need to dodge more carefully here.
Shall obey my order.
You see, you need quick reaction. Here you go at the bottom, as I told you. No!
Insubstantial.
So that slam is the problem for a lot of players. It will one-shot.
But not for long. We need to get back.
This layout sucks. It's like a mini maze. So you need to go top until you find that mini boss. Okay, should be here. Look, I'm also shooting with Frenzy. A lot of players forget to shoot with Frenzy. Frenzy will curse the enemy and resummon my golem. So it will curse it with Despair.
Horror must be stopped. Obstacles destroyed.
Okay, we go at the bottom. And make sure that you dodge everything. Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Good.
He's recovering. Way back quickly.
I can guarantee you, if you practice this fight multiple times, you will be able to dodge things like me. You just need practice. Yeah? So don't get discouraged, don't be afraid. This is a very easy fight if you learn the mechanics. When he does his slam that one-shots people, he does a special animation. When you see that animation, you just need to dodge in any direction. Oh, here is the... Okay, now let's do it.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lie to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To
Yeah.
save the future, the past must be sacrificed.
Again, you go at the bottom and you dodge the purple balls. No! Man, I got this shit again. You know, when you get an item, do not drop it, you just valor orb and you pray you got a good implicit, you know? This amulet here can be expensive, especially if it's a gold flask. Yeah, I will keep it. I have my secrets. Okay, and this one. For these shields, it's actually a trick that you can use to craft. I will keep them. Okay, my boys, so you see, you don't need a mage blood, you need practice. And you've seen in this video that this is a great build. Yeah, I'll put the build guide in the description of this video. My version comes with 100% spell suppression, which is nice. Also comes with dodge, more than 17% dodge. It's such a great build, man. Such a great build. If you want to listen to PoE guy, go try it. Well, I'm gonna finish my coffee on the balcony, and I hope you have a great day. Good luck.